how you know a whole bunch of songs?
That's
And
all the time.
Somebody asks you a question and
All
all the
the
songs
time.
leave your
Every
brain.
single
All the time.
And then when you get home, it's like,
Then you're like, dang it, I just
should have just sang that. Hey, everybody.
Hello.
Welcome back to the Mindfully Delusional podcast. My name is Lauren, but my friends call me Lo, and I'm with
Trav.
And guys, we are so excited to be back as usual. We had to take it back to the drawing board, and we appreciate
fell a little bit. We fell off a little bit.
just a little bit, but we're back to where we started. And we are creatives who truly believe that anything is possible. And so we are talking to creatives who are doing amazing things. And so we have an amazing guest with us today. She is a phenomenal vocalist. She is a darling of the DMV. And we are so excited to introduce you to her. You are going to be blown away by this beautiful, talented young woman. Her name is Jaali Boyd.
Hi, guys.
We're so glad that you came on the show.
I'm like so excited. I'm over here fangirl. I'm like
really
Darling of the
bad.
DMV is crazy.
that was amazing. That was
You
chef's
came up with
kiss.
that on the spot? That was kind of crazy. Okay.
I
I'm
love
glad
it.
that you liked it.
Yes.
Yeah. It fits.
Yeah.
It
Yeah.
fits. Alrighty, Jaali. So I've already told the people that you can sing. She can sing.
When did you say that?
Well, I'm saying it now.
Oh.
So tell the people a little bit about yourself and a little bit about maybe what you've done, who you've worked with.
So I'm Jaali, the darling of the DMV. It's like, that's great. I'm never saying that
Oh my gosh.
again. I am a singer, songwriter. I do all the things, BGVs, studio, live, solo, band, all the different ways you can sing.
Run it down.
Okay.
I currently sing background for Kevin Ross. Somebody knows who that is, Kevin Ross. I've sung background for Tim's. That was kind of cool opportunity.
Very
I've
nice.
sung with Samo. Anybody know who Samo is? Yeah, him and all the other little things.
Yeah. You've done a lot of amazing things. You've been on a lot of stages. There's one more thing that I want to know. If you can remember, who have you connected with on social media? Like, I feel like you've gotten a lot of attention from certain notable names.
Yep.
Well, the first person I think I can think of right now is Queen Latifah.
I think that's what I was thinking of. Okay, I lied. So you think of someone specific? No,
This was like some years ago now, but like I don't know what video she saw where she like made it to my page and ended up posting like 3 or 4 videos back to back on her story.
I love that.
And then DM'd me and was like, it was something like keep up the good work or you're doing great or something like that.
Oh, I love that.
So we follow each other.
That's dope.
I mean, I don't know if she remembers doing that, but I do.
As you should.
Yes.
Oh my gosh. I would have passed out completely.
Yeah, she's probably like the most.
Yeah. That's a big deal. Queen Latifah.
Yes.
Oh my goodness.
I love that.
All right. So welcome to the Mindfully Delusional podcast. We're so happy to have you.
Thanks for having me.
Of course, it is time to do something fun.
Yay.
You know, we always like to start off every single episode with something fun, like a little game.
Yeah.
So because we have a singer on the show,
It's only right.
it's only right.
Come on.
Woo.
That she sings a little bit for us. So I was inspired by Terrell Grice's show, and he does this thing with all of his guests where they play like a game where you sing a song that's associated with the word that he gives them, right? So we're going to play a similar game.
Okay.
Very simple.
But instead of a word, I have a scenario.
Okay.
So
This is so great.
I want to know what song you would sing if you were in this scenario.
Yes.
All right, are you ready? Okay. So what would you sing if you got caught cheating on a test?
Wow. You know how you know a whole bunch of songs?
That's
And
all
then
the time.
Somebody asks you a question and
All
all the
the
songs
time.
leave your brain.
single
All the time.
And then when you get home, it's like,
Then you're like, dang it, I just
should have just sang that.
Oops, I did it again. I played with your heart, got lost in the game. Ooh, baby, baby. Okay, the rest of the song doesn't make sense. Just oops, I did it
That
again.
part, yeah, that's perfect. Good job.
I've been cheating.
And I was going to say you a serial cheater.
I'm a serial cheater. I did it
We do
again.
this all the time.
After I just said she's not a menace.
Not in real life.
She's really
Just
not.
for this game.
I mean, if you sung like that, you could never get in trouble. Like,
See, that's what I'm saying. Because if I
I
could.
don't
I'd be
even know
like,
all
all
the
right, I'm going to let
words.
you off again. Like, you want to sing like that, just forget it.
All right, next scenario. What would you sing if you caught your roommate drinking the last of your apple juice or eating the last of your leftovers that you really wanted?
They was drinking my apple juice and all up in my stuff.
All up in your
All
stuff.
up in your stuff. Just disrespectful,
Yeah.
violating.
Like the last of it. Oof.
Tell me why ain't nothing but a heartache. Tell me why ain't nothing but a tell me why I never wanna hear you say, but I want my stuff back.
Yes, like don't play. I was like, girl, when you gonna get mad? 'Cause this is sweet anger. This is sweet anger. Like, why
This is
would
a hard
you ever
game.
Do that to me, like, girl, I'm beating you down. I need something like I bust your windows out your car. Like, don't take my stuff.
That's a good one.
Don't take my stuff.
But
What would you sing if a medium ugly man that you actually like, though, started playing with you?
oh,
She's ready for this.
Yep, ready. Oh, I'm ready too.
I feel like all my songs are still kind of nice though.
Because it's the darling in you. It's okay. I'm gonna always say it's fitting.
How you gonna up and leave me now? How you gonna act like that? How you gonna change it up? We just finished making up. How you gonna act like that? How you gonna act like we don't be making love? You know we be tearing it up, breaking stuff that get love. How you gonna trip? How could you forget that? How you gonna act like that?
Ooh.
What would you sing if you were sending a text talking about somebody and sent it to that person by mistake?
Ah, baby, I have done that.
Shawty came in, she called me red-handed, creeping with the girl next door. Picture this, so you're both butt naked, banging on the bathroom floor. How could I forget that I had given her an extra key? All this time, she was standing there, she couldn't take her eyes on me.
Because I felt it here. I wanted to try that.
What would you say in your most genuine moment of pure gratitude?
You took everything I was, made me what I am. And with all I am, I worship you. You took everything I was, and made me what I am. And with all I am, I worship you.
It was beautiful. It was so beautiful. All right, this is actually the last one.
Okay.
What would you sing if your best friend was doubting her greatness? How would you inspire her and remind her that she is that girl?
Go ahead.
Then a hero comes along with the strength to carry on as you cast your fears aside, and you know you can survive. So when it feels like hope is gone, look inside you and be strong. That I
And you'll
finally see the truth, that a hero lies in you.
Girl, I will slap you.
I am encouraged.
What?
Thank you
It
for
was
the
last part.
Thank you for the
I
help.
got you.
She was like, I ain't worried about these words.
Right.
That
right.
I
Can you do the last one again? Do it again. Some people can't repeat their runs. Go ahead. Show them how great you are. That a hero lies
the
in
words?
you. That a hero lies in you. Yep.
that a hero lies in you. That was probably definitely different.
It
but-
was close enough.
But it was so
It
good.
was so good.
Still so good. Well, thank you so much for playing our game.
Oh my gosh, we need like 2 more scenarios. I just want to keep singing. I don't even want to talk.
No,
You know what? We're
really.
just gonna slide over. We're just gonna let her sing.
So we're gonna get in. We're gonna get into the singing. We're gonna get into everything. I want everyone to know that my impression of you from the moment that I heard about you, because I heard about you before I met you, and you were very, very young. But from the moment that I heard about you, and after I met you, all I've known you as is an elite singer. I'm not trying to gas
Top
you,
notch.
and I know she low key hates this, but like that's all I've known you as. Like your mom used to be like, "My baby can sing."
My
She
mom
does
tells
not play. Hey,
everyone she
Tonina.
meets. Yes.
Baby, she would be at rehearsal. She'd be like, "Look, my
Look,
baby
look, look, y'all.
Shout out my mom.
5th grade graduation.
She's my number one
6th grade,
supporter.
8th grade, 9th grade. I love it.
She is my
like,
biggest fan.
No
Yes,
exaggeration.
I swear.
That's
And we would
absolutely
all
true.
be so amazed. Like, why is this 8-year-old singing like this? It doesn't make any sense. Is she okay?
Yeah.
Is she okay?
Facts though. So that's all I've known about you. So can you take us just a little bit, not like in super detail, but like from the beginning, what is it do you think that has contributed to that?
To me being an elite singer?
I said what I said.
Yep.
Yeah.
Well, my mom,
Yeah.
because she is also a singer, and she taught me all that she knows, and she taught me my very first song, which is "Ben" by Michael Jackson.
Ooh, that's a good one.
So really,
That's
yeah,
pretty.
it's the first song I ever learned. That was kind of it. Like it was just me and my mom growing up, so I learned everything from her. And then like she put me in the choirs at church, so I was in the choir from Sunbeam, youth, young adult. Then I went to college, and then in college I was in a gospel choir at school. So I've always been singing. Like I don't remember a time where I wasn't singing. It's just kind of been my life.
I believe it. That. Okay. So I heard a story that you were raised vegan. So here's the thing. No. I'm getting somewhere.
Okay.
I really feel like there might be some like superpower that comes from
What?
having having that, because it feels like maybe without you even knowing, like there's like a certain amount of discipline or a certain like purity that comes from
Purity. That's a great word. Yeah.
you know, that comes from that.
Mm-hmm.
And also, is that true or did I make that up?
I've never thought about it that way, but yes, when I was a baby, both my parents are vegan. So I did not eat any meat or dairy until I was like 5 years old. So it's just like the first 5 years of my life. I think I mean, you can say that.
Yes.
I've never thought about it that way, but hey.
Listen, we're gonna get to the bottom of this.
We are.
Alrighty, so you have already told us that you sing for Kevin Ross currently, right? And then you've done what other things? Like you mentioned a little bit, but like industry stuff.
Come on and flex.
I have done a song with The Truth and PJ Morton. It's a song by The Truth on his album Emmanuel, I think it's called, featuring PJ Morton.
That's so cool.
Nice. And Jaali.
And Jaali.
Yeah.
That's amazing. I didn't know that.
It
actually.
is.
You didn't know that?
No.
Oh, we have to listen to it after.
Yeah, we have to, for sure. One thing that has never changed for you, from what I can see, is that like you love the Lord.
I love the
I
Lord.
feel like
Real
you're
down.
Yeah, like you to me and of course this is like all from my perspective from what I've seen from you. Like from the outside looking in, you seem like you stay very grounded.
Yeah.
Stay very focused. And how do you do that?
Ooh, discipline. I'm a lot better now. Like now that I'm older, you know, the older you get, the more wisdom you have, and you learn from your past mistakes.
Right.
The more life lives.
Yeah,
Yeah.
the more more life lives, because life
does.
lives.
Real bad.
Life will beat you up. But you really just have to like. I'm way more disciplined in my word, like reading my Bible every day.
I know that's
And even if I don't read it, listening to it in the car, because I'm always in the car. So turn it on so I can listen to it. I'm, when I go on my fast and I'm just watching like Chosen and like just movies and shows about Jesus.
Yeah.
I'm definitely a lot better now that I'm older and have seen what happens to my life when I'm not
Oh, come on here.
grounded.
Right.
Yeah.
I don't want to go back to that place. So now I'm like, okay, this is the way to go. So I'm just, and sometimes some days it's still hard, but it's just a lot of discipline and commitment.
I think it was great how you said that, you know, certain circumstances happen in life and you realize that like you don't want to go back to those. And so it kind of forces you to exercise that discipline and like stay in the word.
Yeah.
Because I feel like sometimes I go back sometimes.
Because
Yeah.
I was like, wow. It like you just need one time, huh?
Yeah.
I be looking on time 5 like, all right, I don't want to go back to this again. I don't want to do it again. So I'm gonna be that encouraged me. Like, girl, you don't want to go through that no more. Get grounded.
Okay, so we're gonna go back to singing just for a second. Okay. Only because I think that you could, you know, you've been giving us good advice. So if there's a singer out there who wants to be a better singer, can you give that person just a little bit of advice? Because not only are you a good singer, but you're like a technical, like you sing with good technique.
And you train. Don't you?
Ooh.
Jaali, tell me how I could. I'm right here. Talk to me. I want to be a better singer. Tell me what I need to do.
There's so many like what do you want to improve on? Like what specifically?
I want to sing just like you.
Okay. Now.
Me too.
I don't know.
It's the way that she's like, that's OD.
Well, let me start by saying this. I have classical training under my belt.
Okay.
I also know some music theory.
Okay.
High school and college.
Yes.
I graduated with a minor in music.
Flex.
So that's all we did was theory and solfege and harmony and figure bass. Now, don't ask me nothing about figure bass now, but it's in there somewhere. I would just say, like, in the overall general, because, like, everybody's different.
Of course.
Practice. Like you would any other thing.
So when you say practice,
There's a lot of discipline in these answers.
because we sing all day, every day. I mean, I be in the car just like,
Well, that's good.
is that that kind of practice? Or
Yes,
do
but
you mean like
also practice on whatever the thing is that you're trying to improve on. So like if you are trying to, you know, work on your head voice, you know, you're singing songs that are heady and you're doing your warm-ups, you're la, 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 in a car while you're driving, not just singing anything. Like targeting. You got to target.
I don't want to be flat no more.
Okay.
Tell me how not to be flat. It's flat, and it's a lot of us out there. We want to know.
That's you working on your ear. That's ear training.
Okay.
If I may, when it talks about being flat, I saw another singer somewhere. I think it was Jonathan McReynolds, who has amazing intonation as a singer. He said that he learned how to sing so accurately because he used to just sit at the piano and play the note.
That's how you
sing the note.
That's literally
But like
it.
over and over and over again. 'Cause
Really?
He wanted to be like, this
I love
is what
that.
I want to
So
sound like.
when
And
you
that's what he
give-
did.
And I was breathing too, but
When you do if you were in my class,
Okay.
that's the first thing we would do. I would play a note and have you sing the note, and then play another note and have you sing it, and then maybe do like sing this note to this note. And then I know one technique that I learned is when you are singing a note, instead of thinking about hitting the note from underneath, you imagine that you're on a cliff and you're jumping on top of the note.
ooh,
So it's really like a mind. It's also in your mind. So you have something to visualize. I'm trying to land right on top of the note because everybody tries to slide up to the note. And then
I like
that's
that.
how you might still be under the note because you're trying to come from this way. Come from this way and it should help.
come on, class in session, singers,
Because the way that I'm taking notes.
Listen, I'm up here like, yep.
There's
Yeah,
a
that's
reason
just
why
something
I'm
like
not singing on the show.
I'm a dive. I'm not going to come up no more.
Yeah,
I'm
dive on top, hit it right on the head.
Ooh, I like that.
It's just a small little something.
Yeah.
What if I want to do cleanup runs?
Oh, yes, that is
So they don't land flat. It's just always flat.
Or they
child.
don't-
They just crash
Or
and burn.
instead of like running through the notes, you just run.
Or the notes run through you. Baby. Maybe them notes be like running away. We don't want to be here.
You know,
We don't want to
that's like a mixture of like ear training and over and over practice, where you do a run and you slow it way down and do it slow. Like just faster and faster and faster. But you got to get it
try, but I'm not going to embarrass myself. But that was great. I will do that at home on my way home.
And that was just like a simple little, you know, that's really just repeating it over and over.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Oh my goodness.
Let's talk about fun stuff. So if you could choose to collaborate with anyone, who would your dream collaboration be?
Oh, well, right now, off the top of my head, because I literally was just thinking about him, is Michael J. Woodard.
Ooh.
He's really? Like, he was on American Idol, like, I don't know how many years ago it was now. It was when Katy Perry was still a judge. But I knew him like before when he was just some guy I followed on Instagram, and he kind of like blew up. His brain and his ear and his just how. Oh. Wow. Shout out to you, Michael J. Wood. I don't know if you ever watched this, but I went and I literally told him, because like when I post videos, sometimes I do like a cover of his or something he did, and he'll always like respond. So one day I was like, I hope I get to sing with you, and he was like, we're gonna do it, and I was like, okay.
The fact that he responded,
I
love that.
And so yeah, he's like,
this is delusional behavior. I love it.
I have to let y'all hear.
Yeah.
So
alrighty, who do you think is the best singer right now?
That's a loaded question.
I know.
You know,
the
I was
best
just thinking
singer.
She was gonna say Jamal,
and you know that's who I'm sorry.
Shout out to Jamal Roberts,
But
one of
he
American
just
Idol.
won American Idol.
Yes.
Shout out Jamal.
A church kid just won American Idol. We are all hype. Okay,
Excited.
I mean, technically, he won American Idol, so technically, he is the best
singer in America. Okay,
and, you know,
you're absolutely right.
Come on here.
But like of all time or like currently.
Can you do currently and of all time?
Okay, I would say all time. I feel like it's between Whitney Houston and like Aretha Franklin.
Yeah, I don't think anyone will argue with that at all.
Okay,
for sure.
Not at all.
Currently,
Yes, ma'am.
it's harder. Because like, you know, currently a lot of people sound the same.
They do.
I feel like this is so cliche for a singer to say, but like Jasmine Sullivan.
Okay.
Randy.
You're the best.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I would put in like for men, I would say like Bruno Mars is amazing.
Ooh, he
I
is.
agree.
I feel like he's a
that.
low key underrated. Like not really, like everybody knows him, but like as a singer, he's great.
I agree. Nobody really talks about him as a singer though.
Exactly, because he's a great performer and he does all the other things and plays all the instruments,
And
but
he's
he
so
can
cool, right?
sing though. Like he can really
can.
sing down.
And
Bruno.
that's good range.
Yes. Like he's
very
so
impressive.
dynamic. Like he does all the
Class
things.
act.
Yeah,
For sure.
So yeah, we're just gonna.
Okay,
Yeah.
that was good.
Yeah.
So you said that you're a songwriter. You shared some clips of like the songs that you wrote on Instagram, right?
Yeah.
A lot of them were really cute. Yeah,
Something.
Some of them were kind of. Some of them were kind of romantic. Were they written about somebody in particular?
Oh yeah, all of my songs are pretty much written about somebody. I do a lot of writing like in the moment, or like when I'm feeling something, I will start writing about it. Especially people. It's easy to write about people. So yeah.
They're all about one person or somebody's.
That's a good follow-up question.
Well, it depends. I don't know what songs you're talking about, but
You do have songs about multiple people, though.
I have songs about
There's like a
multiple
main
people.
character.
There's a main character.
Okay.
But there are also a lot of heartbreak songs that I wrote a long time ago that were other people. And then,
nice.
you know, some love songs, but when I was in love.
Okay.
Past tense.
I feel like heartbreak songs okay for me because I feel like they're the easiest.
They are.
They're so easy.
I have way more heartbreak songs than I do love songs.
Okay, so I have been trying to be like a little bit of a songwriter, and I suck. Like trying to write a heartbroken song is like, why would you do that to me? I can't believe it. You know, like what?
I can't believe it.
You know
Wow.
what I mean? Like the way that so I love the way PJ Morton writes, like, but it's so simple, and I'm like, I could have said that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it's not. It's not that easy. Though.
I mean, there is a process, and usually, and a lot of times, I'll write a song because an idea either popped into my head, or I saw something or did something, and I was like, "Ooh, that could be a song," and then I just add on to it. So it's not like I just sat down and was like,
Maybe that's my problem. I'm trying to
thinking too hard about it. Well, it's not. It usually happens when it's like spur of the moment kind of thing, and then you're like, "Ooh, let me remember that." And then add on to that.
Do you write songs for other people?
I have
Done that before.
Oh, there is someone else that was in your DMs.
Who?
Weren't you writing for Stevie J?
Whoa! Oh God! Oh my God! Yes. There was a time where I was going to do that.
Okay.
We had conversed, and
all right.
I do have Stevie J's number. How do you remember that?
I know more about you than you do.
That's crazy. No, because
Turn to me. Ask me the questions about Jaali. I got it.
Say that. How do you remember that? Yes, there was that. That was a thing. That was a thing at one point.
So what's next for you, Jaali?
Yeah.
Ooh, that's also a loaded question. I have a lot going on. Some things I can't speak on, but I am working on an EP.
Yes.
I'm excited.
Finally putting those songs I was writing onto a recording.
Yes.
That and just a whole bunch of other things that are to come.
Okay. So where can the people find you?
My Instagram is Jaali_Kalela, and I know that's a lot. And everyone in the industry has been like, you need to change your Instagram. Maybe that'll come. But like,
it could just be your first
there's
name,
a bunch
right?
of other people, but there's a lot of people with my first name. So that's why I have it the way I have it. Yeah, because they're username taken. So my Instagram is my first and my middle name. First and middle name.
Thank you so much again, Jaali, for joining us on the show.
This was great.
And
Thanks for having me.
We are wishing the best for you. We can't wait to see what you do next. We are super fans of yours already. And hopefully,
Ben.
Yeah, Ben. And then hopefully all of our listeners will be super fans of you after this. I mean, with the way that you just sang that song, of course they will
Because
be.
yes.
Alrighty, so before we go, the last thing that we need to ask you is to complete this sentence.
Okay.
So, here at the Mindfully Delusional podcast, we believe that we can accomplish anything. And so what we've started to say about ourselves is that we're just crazy enough to believe that anything is possible. So in this moment, in this season, what are you just crazy enough to believe in?
That I can pay all my student loans.
Yes.
That's it right there.
Because that was the first thing I was like, these student loans kind of, it's a shadow over me.
That's okay because you're about to do great things. You're about to get paid for all these.
I'm about to get.
You're just gonna write a check.
That's what I'm crazy enough to believe.
One check is gonna pay it off.
I'm crazy enough to believe that I can have enough money and get paid all the millions.
Oh, come on, millions.
Point blank.
Millionaire. Billions.
Trillions.
I mean, it's endless.
Illions. All the illions.
Millions.
Quadrillion.
No, carry on.
And cue the outro.
Thank you guys so much for joining us for another episode of the Mindfully Delusional podcast. Follow Jaali on Instagram and on all of her socials and stay locked in with us. As usual, like, share, subscribe, comment. Let us know what you thought about this episode.
Yes, tell everybody about it.
Yeah.
Tell us your best part. I have a few.
All right, we're signing off now.
Bye.
Bye.